Hi, Aaron. I'm going to show you how I made this inversion. This was a sample of a clip that was submitted where that line was actually black. And I'm working in Photoshop here, and I just made this conversion right in Photoshop, the whole movie. I'm using Photoshop 5. You can do this in 6 or the Creative Cloud, whatever you're working with. Let me show you how easy it is, really. Could just take you minutes to convert a short little clip like this. This was Adam D. Terlizzi. He submitted this last semester, one of his many excellent clips that he delivered. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to close this, save the, no, because here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go back and I'm going to show you. I've got the document library. This was last semester. I'm just going to go open, and it says open with Photoshop. So it opened. This is what he delivered. And I'm going to need two windows. One is going to be, you go down to here and it's going to say animation window, and you'll see that this timeline opened up, and the timeline actually has a little movie player there. So who knew Photoshop is giving you all these actual tools that you can treat it like an editing tool now. And that's great. So if that window wasn't there, it's going to be right here in the animation area. The other window that you need in Photoshop would be the layers window, and that would be F7. I always think of that 7 looking like an upside down L. So that's the layers. You're probably familiar with these things because I'm pretty sure people have been taking intro to visual technologies classes and things like that. All right, so let's just say simmer down, little test, because we want to do a few things here. The simple thing I'm going to do is, do you see this little icon here that looks like a little yin and a yang sort of an image? If you click on that, it says create a new fill or adjustment layer, and I do that, it gives you a whole bunch of options that you can play around. Levels would be where I've been making adjustments to see if a person's drawing is like too light and I can't see it. I'll go and I'll adjust the levels. But what we want to do right now is go down to this thing called invert, and when I click on that, it's going to put a sort of like a little, it's not exactly a filter. We're not changing pixels. It's just a temporary adjustment layer to this whole entire movie. So I'm going to go, actually invert, Shazam. I'm going to move a few things around. Now when I click on the little play button, there you go. I mean, I'm going to just kind of let you do the rest here. I mean, things you could do, you could continue playing around. You could add color to that, or continue playing around with this any way you want. But that's the main idea. So, things I want you to check. There's a little itty bitty, I'll go in here and show you. First of all, let me get this thing to stop for a minute. Not that. Go back to this. I double clicked on the hand to bring it back to this little icon right here that looks like a bunch of little lines. You click on that. Things that you're going to want would be, there's, I think in CS6 it says, gives you check the frame rate. I'm in 5, so I'm going to document settings. Essentially, you want to, check your frame rate. Make sure it's 24, because what I'm going to do next is I'm actually going to export the movie out of here by going up to Export, File, where's Export? I've got to drag this over. It went out to the other side. Go File, Export. See, render movie is what you're going to want to do. And you render the movie. It gives you a lot of options. I've got this QuickTime movie. We don't want an image sequence. That would be, frames. You can, truncate it if you want a different frame range here. I could check my settings here. 24 frames a second, best. Animation compression setting, probably not. Go to H.264 at best. All right, so size, I don't know if that was the current size, so that's fine. That's the way it came in. That's the way it's going to go out. And I will call this inverted. See, all of his naming conventions were, following the naming conventions, so I kind of know what's going on. with the file. We'll call it inverted, and it's going to go back where it came from. Actually, no, it's going to go into your fall 13, because that's, I guess, the last place I saved to. So when I go there, we're going to have this movie. So here it is. I will open that in QuickTime 7, one of my favorite places to view things. And there you have. I could have played around with the values a little bit, but there you have it. And so I hope that helps you. Now, it's not mandatory to do that, but you can see that if you use that procedure, it goes pretty fast. Okay, have a good week.